All right, let's talk about motivation, inspiration. I'm asked all the time, why are you so excited and why are you so upbeat all the time? Well, the reality is I am not always upbeat and I'm probably not always excited. But I will tell you, I make a concerted effort to stay on top of how I feel, meaning attitude. Where's your attitude? Where's your attitude right now? And why? Why are you allowing yourself to feel this way? If you feel great, then God bless you, keep going. But if you don't, if you feel this thing right in here in your sternum, what is causing that? And I'll tell you what it is. What are you thinking about? What is occupying your mind? What are you worried about? What haven't you done? What conversation haven't you had? Now, once again, we don't have a lot of time, but let's talk about motivation and inspiration. Motivation, once again, is external. It's from the outside in. Do not rely on people to motivate you at all times, right? It's always a good thing, and there are some wonderful people who can motivate you, great speakers, comedians, whatever they may be. But in this case, when you look at motivation from the outside in, you're relying on an external source, something separate from you, which is okay, and it works temporarily. Inspiration, my friends, is from the inside out. It's from the bottom up, outside. It just comes in. It springs from inside. And so the key here is that intrinsic motivation is something that allows you to move internally by choice. Now, if you look at motivation and the Maslow's hierarchy of needs in terms of the psychological well-being, your safety, belonging, your self-esteem, fulfillment, right? Self-realization, right? Your full potential. All these things come to mind. So whatever you read, whatever you tap into, first tap into you. Once again, you have the ability. Now again, the framework for everyone is different, and I'm not slushing over anything, and there's a lot of different layers to this, right? Which are beyond 2 minutes. But the key is about choices. And what I said earlier about what are you thinking, I mean that really sincerely. What are you thinking? Remember, your emotions follow your thinking. It's not the other way around. So what are you thinking? What focus do you have, right? And you've heard about where your focus goes, energy flows, right? Where do you want your energy to be? We've talked about don't give your power away. So as I rant on a little bit here, or rant, whatever you call it, the key here is being able to focus on what's important to you. And there's so many different aspects and dimensions and extensions of this whole concept of intrinsic motivation, inspiration. But the key is you. You are in control of you. Think of Newton's third law of motion. Every action, right? Opposite reaction. That's about momentum. Creating positive momentum is about your focus. Stay focused on what's working. Look for evidence of those things that make you feel good and stay on that track. Keep thinking that thought, right? Your beliefs are only thoughts you keep thinking over and over again, and you are accountable to what you know. Therefore, don't focus on the past. Be grateful for the present, because the present allows you to move forward with gratitude, allowing yourself to unfold, design, and recreate your future. Reset, if you will. If you're not grateful, you're focused on the past. If you're focused on the past, you're carrying baggage, old thoughts, old luggage, right? And reliving. And here's the hard part. You feel those feelings and the emotion, the pain, all over again, because you keep it in the present. So, as they say, actually you can't say this, but I'll say it to you now just for a moment. Let it go. Let it go, right? Feel the fear and do it anyway. So the key here about letting it go is really about momentum. So you can't just say let it go, because you're probably not in a good place for some people. But whatever place you're in, if you want to change it, right? And when you hear someone say let it go, like I just did, I'm meaning let it go by you focusing on something you have control over, and that is your thinking, right? It's not about the fall, it's about getting up. And so think in terms of your next step. Think in terms of what you want, you need, right? And create positive momentum around that, right? Do you see what I mean? Feel it, experience it. there's so much life and opportunity out there. There's no time to be depressed or down or blue or low, right? Temporarily, but just give yourself 5 seconds. Obviously, I'm exaggerating that. But the point is, keep focused on what's working. Create positive momentum. It's physics, really, when you think about it. When you think of Newton's third law of motion, right? Think of what's working and keep focused on that. And when you detract, say to your mind, say to the committee, the voices in your head, say, thank you for sharing, but I'm busy being positive. And look for the next moment, the next transaction that is positive, right? That keeps you there. And the bigger it gets, the bigger it gets. Now, here's the rub, or here's the sad part. The opposite is true. If you're negative and you look for negative things and negative evidence, you're going to be right and you're going to find it. And then you're going to say to someone, you see, I told you it doesn't work. But you don't want to be that person. You don't want to be that negative Nancy, or whatever, sorry, Nancy, whomever, negative person. So you want to be the person who is in charge of you, right? You are in charge of you. Don't give your power away, once again. So inspiration is from the inside out. And how do you get inspiration? You want to be excited. You want to be excited about everything. Why not? Why not be in love with everything? Well, within reason, but you know what I'm talking about. I mean, excited about being alive, having relationships, creating relationships, starting new relationships, letting the past go, putting it in a framework that allows you to be grateful that it was part of your life, that it made you bigger than you are today, that it allows you to be that person that you want to be in the future. Baby steps. It doesn't all have to happen at the same time and as quickly as you would like it to happen. But be systematic, right? It's a remarkable state of mind to be in a place of excitement. Somebody once said to me, hey, do you want to be exciting? If you want to be exciting, you have to be excited. And so in closing, think about everything I've just rambled on because it's universal law. It's not mine. Everyone talks about this. Many people talk about this. But put it in a place that means something to you and guard it with your heart, with your soul. Because your journey, whether you know it or not, is a spiritual journey. Everyone knows that, right? So be grateful, be reverent to you because you deserve it. So think about what I'm saying and think about how much value you bring to everyone around you and everything you do, everyone you speak to, and everyone you encounter. And make the choice for making a difference in other people's lives. I'll see you next time.